The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests. If you're a sensitive snowflake that may get easily offended, then turn this off immediately. If you want to hear the real truth about the gun culture, then stick around. This is the Armed Citizen Podcast. What is going on, my Ghost Squad? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 145. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. We are a couple days past Flag Day, and so happy Flag Day. If everyone doesn't understand what Flag Day was, it was the Second Continental Congress back in, I want to say it was 1777 maybe, adopted the American flag as our national flag, so it's Flag Day. So anyways, that was a couple days ago. We've got Father's Day coming up this weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about what we might be doing for Father's Day and all that jazz. But first, we want to welcome everybody live. If you're watching live, welcome to the Nightmare, and we're glad to have everybody out there. If you're out there in the side chat, go ahead and say hello. We don't know if you're out there unless you say something. If you're new to the channel, to the show, to the chat, to the podcast, whatever you want to call it, then let us know where you're from and all that. If you're watching or in replay or listening in podcast form and you want to say something, a comment, ask a question, utilize the comment section below. We'll make sure we get that. For those that are live, if you have any questions for myself or anyone on the panel, go ahead and tag us in the side chat, or you can text them or call them to our hotline at 530-364-4678. That is the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends Rod and Shelley Gates at the Gun Cleaners. And we want to say they're good friends of the channel. They're good people. We've met them. We've hung out with them. We've shot with them. They are not robots, as G would say, and all that jazz. So tonight's kind of going to be a fun little show. We've got a couple things planned, but more importantly, I want to bring some friends on that are, been around, and a lot of you guys have been there since day one. It was almost to the day, June 8th of 2017. 2017, we put our first video out. So it's been 3 years, and we hit 10,000 subscribers over the weekend. So I want to say thank you to everyone out there, especially those that have kind of been with us since day one and watched some of the shittiest videos you've ever seen early on. And not saying they're any better now, but they were really shitty early on. But thanks everyone for always doing that. Before we kind of get going, let's bring in our esteemed friends and panelists and guests and all that from Oklahoma, the Okie from, well, not really so Muskogee, but Muskogee Turnpike, maybe, kind of, sort of, almost. Well, you have to use a Muskogee Turnpike to get to where he is. So we're going to call him the Merle Haggard of our group, the Gun Snob. What up, Okie? And you are muted.
I was over here singing Mama Tried too, but
Well, there you go. And you know what? You haven't sound better ever before right there. Then you're muted, so there you go. No, what's going on, buddy? How's everything in Oklahoma?
Good. Thanks for having me. Good. And I mean, I'm, big channel now, so
that's right.
Hanging out with you, so I don't know if I can handle this.
Yeah. Me and the word big very rarely collide in the same sentence. So, but I am taller than my next guest by a whopping inch and a half. I tower over this dude from the great state of Texas, the tactical leprechaun himself. What's up, Clove?
Hey, man.
How's everything going?
I'm just here for the cookies.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got some in the green room. I can put you back there if you like.
They're no sugar keto cookies, correct?
I
specifically months ago in preparation.
Go ahead and boot him. Go ahead and boot him with his no sugar crap.
Exactly. So I did get an email from your agent about your writer, and I think I burned that immediately. And I said, no, not going to do that. Not going to do that. So. Let's do a quick shout out to everyone out there. Like I said, if you're out there, go ahead and say hello. We'll get you a quick shout out before we get going. You got Nighthawks out there, Hans Bender's out there, G23. He says, "Hey, I'm flabbergasted right now." I hope everything's okay. Off the X, my buddy Lance from here, hometown. Congratulations to Lance. Lance is the newest board member at our local range. We got him. I don't know. We kind of shoved him in a position last night. I don't think he had much of a chance to say yes or no. I nominated him for a position, and it was unanimously decided before he could even accept it or deny it. And so he is now the newest board member at our range. So congratulations, buddy. Got gun loving grandpa Stanley, who's a member at our gun club. So what's up, Buck? 223 DMRs out there, Patriots out there. He Semper Fi brother. Let's see here. 402 Outdoors. What's going on, my brother? Let's see here. Going down. There's a nice little discussion going on. I saw some Gizzard Gary's out there. What's going on, Gizzard Gary? How you doing, my man? And John Brown, what's up, JBP? Haven't seen him in a while. It's good to see him back. And Buck was saying we get together once a month at the range and have a free day at the more. Yeah, we're supposed to have the third Sunday of every month, and obviously that is this coming Sunday. But being Father's Day, I didn't want to feel like we need to do the fun shoot, so we're going to do it the next Sunday, the 28th. We'll have our fun shoot. We'll go and combine pistol and rifle, two gun, and all that stuff. So we'll have that going on. Clover Tag's out there. Let's see here. Rich White, the 1%. What's up, 1%? Michael Rodriguez. He says, howdy, fellas. Hello, Michael. Andrew Faulkner's out there. What's up, Andrew? Let's see here. My Nightbot's out there. So he's monitoring the room, and he's jumping on somebody already. So disregard the Nightbot, and if he times you out, it's a bot that I have to do for the drawing and all that, but he's part of the chat tonight, so disregard him. Keith Gregory's out there. Larry Justice. What's going on, Larry Justice from Indiana? Welcome to the dark side, my friend. Welcome to the dark side. Hope we don't make you any dumber. I can't promise it, but we're going to try to make you at least entertained. Staying out there with SS Pawn says, congrats on 10,000. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, bro. Let me see. Keep scrolling down. Budget's out there. I saw Budget. Budget's got a link if he might be at work, but if you're not at work, Budget, you've got a link out there in your email inbox. So come on in. WB's out there. Georgia Trucker. Oh, hey, Sidronio Rodriguez. What's up? Thanks for the congrats. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Sandy's out there. What's up, Sandy? And make sure at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, but 9 o'clock Central is the real time zone. At 9 Central, make sure to go check out Sandhill Shooters. He's got the Get Off My Lawn podcast over on the Sandhill Shooter channel, so go check that out tonight as well. It's a great one. But Budget says he is at work, can't make it. I understand. Andrew says at 15K, I want to see Ghost actually eat a crayon. That might be something for like 25K. I don't know if 15. We might be able to do something. Assuming that I make it that far, but yeah, we'll eat a crayon sometime, some down the line for sure. All right, sorry, man, it's taking a while. We got a $2 super chat. I want to show out there for mandatory carries. Just keep fighting. Shut up, Nightbot. Yep, shut up, Nightbot. I agree. That Nightbot's going to be annoying, I think. I don't know. Maybe. And Cav Trooper 19 Delta's out there. What's up, Cav? JMA's going on there. Why is a background check 3 days? I don't know. Is a background check 3 days? It might just be the Knicks is kind of going nuts right now. Wayne Barnhart's out there. We'll get into that. Roy Munson out there. He says, Cloversack, nice. My 2.5-year-old son loves your last patch. He lets him play with his patch, and that's his favorite. That's awesome. That little leprechaun is a kind of a cool little patch. So Snob's out there. JT Piercy's out there. Says hello, JT.
I think maybe he's talking about the shotgun one.
The shotgun. That's a big one. See, he probably would like playing with that. Yeah. Rod and Shelly Gates with the gun cleaners are out there. Like we talked about them. They're going to be part of our giveaway a little bit later. And Midnight Range TM is out there. Holy cow. We got through that. Mystic's out there. What's going on, Mystic? Jay Monty just showed up. So if I miss you, I apologize. And just tell me to screw off in the chat, and I'll probably see it. But if you've got anything that you want to mention or whatever, and we don't see it, go ahead and text it you can call in if you like, and we can see how that works. It's worked pretty good the last couple times we tried it, but there you go. Going back to, who was that? JMA, I think he might, Colorado, maybe in Colorado. But he was talking about a 3-day background. And I don't know if that's a state thing or you talking about the NICS, because I know that the NICS system's been busy for a while, probably the last few months. But the good thing about in Arkansas, if you've got a concealed carry license, we don't have to wait for the NICS background. My concealed carry permit license actually works as my background check, so I don't have to worry about that. I know Texas is similar. What about Oklahoma? Is it similar to that as well?
I hate you all.
You still have to go through it?
Yes, they're trying to. It was in the works before the pandemic hit that they were getting it fixed, where our concealed carry license did take care of it. It has something to do with. I talked to the guy from OK2A about it, the rally thing. It has something to do with how often it updates. Ours only updates every 30 days. Our concealed carry thing, and it has to update every 24 hours for it to be recognized in NICS. So it's just getting some little stuff changed, and it'll be.
So I mean, have they? You guys are now constitutional carry, but they still do offer you the availability to get the license if you travel or whatever. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep mine for sure.
Yeah,
for travel and stuff.
Patriot, what? I love you, brother, but I want to say that maybe being visually impaired, you might have typed an extra number in there. But he says
he also made it pink. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. We do have a call coming in. Hold on here.
Oh, nice.
Armed Citizen Podcast. Who we got in the line?
Hey, Ghost, it's Budget. I can't really hang out. I just wanted to say how awesome I think it is that day before yesterday, you had less subs than I did. Yesterday, you're around 7,000, and today you're over 10. Dude, you're crushing it, and it's great, man. Congrats.
It's amazing what money can buy, my man. It's amazing. You know, Nightbot is not just a moderator. I wasn't going to mention the Hunan. Well, Nightbot's not just a moderator. He brought like 6,000 of his friends with him, so, you know.
Gotcha. Dude, I checked on Social Blade. Your channel has been crushing it since January, man.
I got lucky. Dude. I appreciate it. I caught a wave, and I don't know. I think, honestly, I had an AR-15 video that kind of hit at the right time, right as COVID started, so people were starting to buy. Yep. The only thing I can think of is I rode that wave, but, yeah, I appreciate it. I got lucky.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, couldn't happen to a better dude. I think it's great. I just wanted to say that. I got crap to do here at work, so you guys have a good one.
I appreciate it. Be safe, brother.
All right, bye.
Okay. Gotta love Budget calling in from work, no. But thanks, Patriot. I mean, that's like I said. I hope you didn't mistype that, but I appreciate you anyways. And let me know if it's a mistype, and I will refund you a portion. That it might have been $4.99, but if it says $49.99, Patriot. If that's not what you meant to do, let me know, and I'll take care of it. But appreciate you. Gotta love it. Gotta love Budget, man. Budget's done well. A lot of us, Snob, Clover, we've all been kind of, I think that after SHOT Show, I'll bring you guys in and talk about this. We were kind of talking about SHOT Show. We weren't sure during the week if it was a good SHOT Show. I think we felt better towards the end of it, of being better, but we weren't really sure how it was going to affect the industry and all that. And then all of a sudden, the COVID thing hits, and then I think all of us even got a little bit more nervous because now we kind of lost NRAM and we lost USCCA and we're losing Wanamaker and all of that, and we were just like, what the hell's going to happen? And but I tell you what, there were a lot of more people staying at home, and they were buying firearms, and they were looking on YouTube on what to buy, how to use it, different accessories and all that. And Snob, I mean, I'm assuming your channel probably got an uptick during this as well, did it not?
Oh, yeah. I went from like 2,300 subscribers at SHOT Show, and I'm almost to 3,600 now.
Yeah. So, and I know Clover's has as well. Clover's is, I think that if you're putting out good content and not being like the entertainment guy, but actually putting out content that could help consumers, I think that I think everyone was probably appreciative of a lot of our channels. So, anyways, you were gonna say something, Clover? Were you saying something?
Yeah, I was answering Wayne out there in the chat, but
Oh.
no, I mean I didn't see the spike that a lot of you guys did, but I'm going to say this in the most conceited way I can possibly say it, just because I want to, because we're here to have fun, right?
That's right.
My
Yeah, this is a fun one.
My content is for the more mature palate.
Oh, Jesus.
Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Is that what you're going to call it? The mature or the oldest? The old people? Is that what you're saying?
I was trying to say it. I was trying to say it in a more attractive way, dude. Come on.
Clearly, 80 plus.
I could say, okay, my content's just for old farts, right? I could say that. But
the problem is the 80-plus-year-old men don't know how to work the YouTube.
Right.
You're just screwed.
That's my challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start putting out a newspaper or a magazine, I guess. I'm gonna buy a printing press. That's what I'm gonna spend next month Patreon money on. I'm gonna buy a printing press. Yeah.
I'm sure you can buy a defunct newspaper one pretty cheap.
Probably so.
You were mentioning Wayne, and he says, I'm a member of NRA and the Texas State Rifle Association. I was wondering who y'all recommend. NRA just wears me out donation calls. I mean, obviously, you've got the Second Amendment Foundation are wonderful. Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, National Association of Gun Rights. I mean, there's all sorts of different people, local, people, your state. I mean, obviously the state, but I'm sure there's something else in Texas that are good. Clover, I'm sure you can bring that up in a second. But it sounds weird, but joining a gun club or a shooting range, even if you have something in your backyard, if it's $50 or whatever, $100 for the year, join a gun club, because that, even though you might not use it, that is important to keep these gun clubs, these shooting ranges open. That's just as important as sending money to the GOA. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, as far as another organization in Texas, especially that really does anything as far as lobbying or doing anything, TSRA is it. So, and I've got my problems with them. I was a director with them for like 2 years. And I've got my issues with TSRA because they sort of drink the NRA Kool-Aid. They're sort of in lockstep with them. And I've heard some compromise talk, way too much compromise talk in some of the annual meetings before. And so, but I mean, they do really well for Texas, I think, or at least they have in the past. I can't say necessarily where they're headed. But what I put out there, of course, was GOA and SAF and all the ones that we know. But you're absolutely right. Think about this. Whether you're spending $30 a year or $50 a year, whatever it might be. Well, first of all, you have organizations and campaigns. You have, and I'm not putting myself into this or pimping myself into this, but we've got Tony Simon, for example, which is over on Patreon. For $12 a year, you can support Tony Simon over on Patreon, who's doing awesome work in New Jersey, right? And there's others too that are doing great 2A work that have Patreons and they have membership things and stuff like that. So supporting, like, I don't want to say online creators, but online activists, quasi creators, whatever, right? So there's that aspect. And then
Webs always says if you're willing to spend $30 a month for an organization, take $31 bills and support 30 different, maybe 2-way creators that you watch on Patreon, stuff like that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. But you make another point too. I mean, maybe it's a situation, and I don't know what the situation with Wayne out there is, but maybe he's doing his dues and then he's going above and beyond with that. So the dude maybe spending $100 or $200 a year. Look for a youth shooting sports organization in your area and donate it to them. That's the next generation. That's the next group of people that's going to be fighting for our rights and stuff like that. So, that's a noble cause. I think that people lose sight of the fact that there's a lot of noble causes above and beyond the organizations. It's kind of like what come out of, I guess probably it come out of Gun Rights Policy Conference last year, right? It filtered into the 2A rally, which we are the gun lobby, and we are. It's the people that are the gun lobby. So there's tons of organizations that you can support and do things with. And then I had another thought too that
So
and
don't
this
hurt
was
yourself.
I'm
I'll say this: when you
I'm
collect your
so
thought real quick, yeah, when you collect your thought, I want to say something as simple as if you're willing to spend $120 a year on a range membership or NRA or whatever, and you've already got that stuff, but you still want to donate, it's something as simple as try to go find a gun shop in your area every month and spend $10 in it.
right.
Something
Yeah.
as simple as that.
No.
Buy Target, buy out, whatever.
Yeah.
Spend a 50 round box of 9mm, $10 a month at 12 different gun shops in your area.
Or how about this idea? Buy them lunch one day.
Oh, yeah, have pizza delivered to them or something. Yeah,
right. Buy them lunch one day. Buy them breakfast.
Absolutely.
Run by the local donut shop. Pick up a couple dozen donuts. Not only for them, but they can set them out on the counter for the people coming in. So
That's right.
there's all kinds of gestures and things you can do and whatever.
Hold up.
Hold up.
This has got my attention. If anybody's taking donuts to the local gun shop, tell me which gun shop and what day. I'm just saying.
Right.
Just throwing that out there.
Right.
Now go ahead.
See, I'm spoiled because my local gun shop does barbecue, whatever. I don't want to say barbecue, but does lunch off the grill. Let's put it that way. Every Saturday. So, I mean, I'm spoiled with, food at the local gun shop for sure. But no, what I was going to say is I noticed, Wayne out there, I noticed that when he talked about the NRA, he said, because they mail him a lot of stuff. He didn't say because of screw the NRA or whatever. And so want to take the opportunity to say there's nothing wrong with continuing to be a member of the NRA. And the reasoning for that is the rank and file membership. Now, any money you send them above and beyond your yearly membership, totally different story. But
Sure.
Your yearly membership goes to facilitate a lot of things in the realm of training and youth education and all of these other things. So don't get the streams crossed, to quote Ghostbusters, about crappy 2A legislation and crappy 2A lobbying versus the noble efforts that are going on. And I don't want to get into that conversation, but I wanted to point that out.
And you cannot say Ghostbusters anymore. That you can't say it on this show. It gets me a little nervous.
Really?
And Rod out there says, buy the Dirty Boar box online. Just saying. And funny you should say that. So we're about 10 minutes or so from doing the live drawing for the giveaway. But I guess we could probably go talk about what's in the giveaway ahead of time. Let me kind of do my screen first real quick.
I heard he's giving away those guns behind him is what I heard.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you heard? Right? Yeah. No. The first is going to be a adjustable buttstock from JE Machine Tech. Oh, go it that way. Pretty cool. They're good guys, and get one of those.
That's got battery storage compartments in it, and it's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's right up. I mean, yeah, it's a really cool buttstock. So. Thanks to JE Machine. And speaking of, I guess I could probably do this. I'm going to share the screen because I did want to, let's see here, a tab. Here we go, and share it. I don't know, can you guys see that real quick? Can you see my screen? Okay, all right. So one of the prizes is also going to be a Dirty Boar box from the Gun Cleaners, and it comes with the lube and the solvent and a brush, a rag, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a couple stickers, but this is going to be when I find out who the winner is, I will I'll purchase this, and I guess they'll be shipped from the Gun Cleaners to your thing. But I'm going to purchase this. I'm not only going to purchase this because I want to help out the Gun Cleaners as well. They do so much for us that so it's a $24.99 value, but that will be one of those will be sent from them to you. It won't come from me. Some of the other stuff will come from me, but that will be sent from the Gun Cleaners and all that. So and Rod says we just got patches today, so maybe he'll throw in a patch. I don't know. Maybe he could throw in a patch. Okay, so Nightbot's going after Snob. He says, "What were you thinking? Stop spamming symbols. Warning." So my Nightbot is cracking down, man. He really
he got
is.
the wife, and I was laughing at it, and then he attacked me.
He got her, like, timed her out.
I don't know. He deleted her messages and stuff. And
Oh man. Well, I'm only going to be using it for the next few minutes because that's going to pick my. The Nightbot has an option for live streams to randomly pick a viewer from the chat. And as soon as that's over, I'll be cutting the Nightbot out, so it'll be gone. But right now, just deal with the Nightbot. Tell them to kiss my ass. Anyway, so we got the dirty bore box and the gun cleaners. That'll be part of it. And then gonna have a Walther ball cap with a Walther patch. So you can get those two. I don't know if they look, but you can get those two right there. We're gonna throw in anyone that might want to burn that one, but we'll have that as well.
That glows in the dark, by the way. That glows in the dark.
It does glow in the dark. Yeah, the ghost actually glows in the dark for real. And we're gonna have a reflex sight that will be sent to you as well.
Now, is that the one you run over? I'm just curious.
No, this is not the one I ran over. This is the one that I dropped off the cliff.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. Still kind of runs. It's still kind of runs.
Right.
Still kind of runs. So it's a pretty cool, thanks to J Machine. We're going to get some gun cleaner stuff for you, a reflex sight, a couple patches, a hat. And I'm sure I'll throw in some extra goodies, stickers, and all sorts of stuff in that. But that's just kind of a quick thank you to everybody out there to, hitting 10 grand. I remember Clover and I having the discussion, man, like 2.5 years ago, man, wouldn't it be nice to get to 1,000 subs one day? Just 1,000. It's kind of what we were wondering. Can we get to 1,000 subs? And it's kind of cool.
I want to send whoever wins some goodies too. So mostly swag, but just keep that in mind. Whoever wins, feed me their address, and I'll throw in some stuff as well.
So Nightbot 3.0 says, "Don't worry, Ghost. I'll keep that inferior Nightbot in line. Whoever that is, I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, keep it up, man. Keep it up." So I do want to do. I had a live drawing for my patrons only. I didn't do a live drawing, but I did a drawing, and for my patrons only, that's going to get a 10,000 sub giveaway as well. And he just showed up, so I wanted to announce. But Grim 90 won that one. So congrats, Grim. Grim's been with us almost since day one. Yo, what's up?
Hey, I think what you meant to say is that you had a contest over on Patreon.
I had a contest on Patreon that was won by doing nothing. Yeah, that was won by doing absolutely nothing. But the patron only. Grim is won that one, and Grim's been with me on Patreon, man, almost since day one, and been around since like maybe the second or third live stream we ever did. So,
and Grim is one of those that I know his job probably dictated it or something weird, but Grim was one of those that was like he was like the first one in the chat, and like always there. Yeah,
all the time. Yeah. Rich
and he's real too. He's not a robot. Did you mention
that? He might be a cyborg. I'm not sure yet. His grip, his handshake felt like a real person. I'm not convinced. Right. I think his brother's a humanoid, but I'm not real sure about Grim. I don't know. But F&H out there says, "Holy hell, congrats. Appreciate you, man." He's up in Missouri, not too far. And we actually played back when I was still playing Call of Duty a little bit. We actually squatted up a couple times and played online. And I'm no tack daddy with like the pro Call of Duty player now.
Heck yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's what he says at least. So, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. We're at the halfway point probably. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna do the Nightbot and do this. I've never done this before, but I'm gonna screen share this so everyone kind of see how this works because we're learning together. I came across this because it was they said it can do it from the chat, pick from the people from the chat, which is kind of cool. So, all right, you guys can see in this. Okay, so we're not giving anybody, whether it's supporter or not, giving anybody extra luck. And users active in the last 15 minutes are eligible to win. And I'm going to let it get a few minutes here so we can pull because it says there's only 4 people. There's been a lot more than 4 people active.
So they have to chat, right? I mean, they have to talk.
They have to chat, and I've got it set up for the last 15 minutes. If you made a chat out there in the last 15 minutes, well, maybe it's taken 15 minutes from when I started that. So actually, you know what? We're going to keep it going for a little bit. I want to get everybody as many opportunities as get in there. So we're going to let it go for a little bit. So if you're out there and you want to be part of this, just say something in the chat. Just say anything out there. You can tell me to screw off or, and I don't know, give me the finger emoji. The Nightbot may not like that, but if you're out there, go ahead and say something in the chat. And that looks like it's going to get you eligible, and we'll wait probably about maybe five minutes or so. That gives everybody a chance to be part of the giveaway. So but like I said, the cool thing about the giveaway is we got some cool items, and I just want to say thank you, everybody. Like I said, this is kind of an interesting thing. I started kind of noticing about a couple months ago when I started picking up a lot, and I was like, oh my god, this actually is going to getting kind of cool. But yeah, it's one of those things where some of these people have been here since day one, the very first chat. I remember like Mel the Nut. I mean, he was at my very first chat, and I think it was 3 people. It was me, the sheriff's wife, who was on. The sheriff was on as my guest. Me, the sheriff's wife, and Mel, I think, were like the only ones watching the whole thing. Is Nightbot eligible? No. No, Nightbot is not eligible, I don't think. What is the prize? Roll call says, what is the prize? Is a hug for me. No, I'll go to the prize real quick. I'll give you some wasting time. We've got, we're going to do a Walther hat, and a Walther patch, a shitty Ghost Tactical patch that nobody wants. We're going to go with a buttstock from JE Machine Tech. We're going with a high-valued, never been used or dropped off a cliff reflex sight, and the Dirty Boar box from the gun cleaners. It's going to get you a bottle of the solvent, a bottle of the lube, a brush, a towel, some stickers, maybe even a patch. I'm not sure, but it's like a $30 value and all that. But yeah, so that's kind of one of those things. And then Grim 90 is going to have a surprise sent his way. He won the patron only drawing, saying thanks to all my patrons, and kind of a fitting thing because, you know, Grim, like you were saying, Clover, Grim isn't around a whole lot, especially during the school year because of his job, but he's always around when he can be. But he's been around for so long, you almost take, you know, someone like Grim for granted because you just expect him to always be there, you know.
Stacy's ticked at your bot.
I would be too, Stacy.
Timed her out.
Give me a few more. Is she back?
I don't know. She just texted me and was griping that she's timed out by the stupid bot.
Okay, I've got 25 eligible users, so I'm going to give you one more minute. And if you're in the chat, and Clover and Snob, if you want be in there, you can be part of this as well. But if you're out there, you got about one more minute to say anything in the chat that will make you eligible. We got 26 eligible right now, and so you got about another minute or so, and we'll go ahead and get the drawing out of the way. That way, I can get rid of the Nightbot so it quits ban hammering people.
So, safety disclaimer for those driving down the road, and that's the reason they haven't pull over or something, please.
Yeah. Ghost says mods are not eligible. Okay, they are now. So, yep, mods are eligible. But if the Nightbot wins it, we're redrawing. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go out there. You got about another minute or so, and just say anything. If you have it in the last few minutes, just put something out there, and you're eligible. And so let's see here. We've got 38. We got 43 live in the chat right now, and 39 eligible for the drawing. That's a pretty good ratio. So.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to go ahead and go over to the screen, and I think all I do is hit start giveaway and hit roll it. So here we go. Rich White, the one.
Why does it not surprise anyone that
rigged?
Should I cancel it and roll it again?
Rigged. If he doesn't comment in the next 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 11,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did he do it?
Yep, he did it. He did it. And for the record, you wasn't counting by Mississippi's, man. Come on.
I was not. I was by Saskatchewan's. So congratulations to Rich White. Rich gets the prize pack. Which is kind of fitting. Rich has been around for a long time with the channel as well, and it's his good friend.
Got his own podcast even.
He's got his own podcast, This Week Unloaded, so go check that out. His avatar says it right there. But I'm going to get rid of the Nightbot because maybe that'll get that little bastard out of the chat. I don't know. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, unless it's become aware.
Oh, God, don't say that.
Let's hope not.
Don't say that because that scares me in itself. Hold on, let me go and make sure that it's no longer part of the.
I don't know, but I hope Stacy never meets it because she's going to kill the damn thing.
All right, I just took it off. It is no longer part of the channel. So, well, she can beat the hell out of me. That's not a problem. But now Travis out there says, "But Ghost, did he sing karaoke with you like he did?" No, he didn't. And I wouldn't call what I did singing karaoke to begin with. So, but congratulations to one person out there and to Grim. Grim won a patron only out there. So, and they're booing. A lot of people are booing Rich. I mean, wow. They're literally booing Rich. How does that make you feel, Rich? You know, but no, I'll get some of the stuff sent to you. Some of it will be sent to you from other places, but I'll make sure they get address and all that. I've got his address, so I'll make sure he gets all of that. So now we've done that. Let's have some fun. You guys got anything planned for Father's Day this weekend? Clover, you got anything going on?
Nope. Wife works. Children are all pretty much gone. Nope.
Yep. Snob, what you got? You have anything planned?
No, we normally go to the lake, but Stacy's stuck in Oklahoma City with her sister's deal, so yeah, I'm not doing nothing for really.
Did I see that? Did you head over there over the weekend?
Yeah, I just went down there last week. I go down. I'm going down there about every weekend. I got a house rented.
Oh, nice. How long is she going to be over there for? Do we know yet?
She should get to come home, I think, the 2nd or 3rd. Her sister got out of the hospital today, so she's at the house now.
Oh, she already got out. Okay.
Yeah, she's out of the hospital, but they have to stay within 30 minutes of the hospital for the first month total.
I got you. Within 30 minutes? Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, but you got a second to hear an interesting story?
Nope.
I got all the time in the world.
Okay, so Clover's not the only one bad at picking crappy Airbnbs. So we get on Airbnb.
I've never picked a crap.
Oh yeah, it was motel you picked.
Hotel.
It was a motel. Sorry.
It was a murder hotel.
Okay.
It's a murder hotel.
Anyways, so we get on there and she's looking for a house that's halfway cheap, and they're staying in it for 4 weeks total, or 3.5 weeks or so. She was renting it for. And she starts looking. She finds this one, sends it to me, and I'm like, "Yeah, it looks nice." I said, "It's kind of close to a bad neighborhood, but we got to looking at Google Maps, and it's not that bad of a neighborhood." I was like, "It's probably fine." So we go down there, and it's on the cusp of a bad neighborhood next to it. But needless to say, it's fine for the most part. Saturday night, like 11:30, 12 maybe, we'd been in Bricktown hanging out and stuff, and I'm in bed laying there, and I hear something like, there's some old cars driving by here every now and then. Maybe it was just a car backfiring. I'm going with that.
Sure, yeah, okay.
Anyways, Stacy starts hollering. She's in the kitchen. She starts hollering. She's like, get in here, get in here, get in here. Crap. So I go getting dressed. She's like, that was gunshots. So I'm like getting dressed, trying to put my pants on and stuff, and gun and stuff. I go in there. Well, they're all over there screaming. There's some apartments that back up to the house, and they're probably some low-income apartments, classy folks. Anyways, they're all in there screaming and stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. A minute or two later, the cops roll up. Anyway, so they're all out there looking around and all this. And then like, yeah, man, well, it's all over with. So we go out in the backyard and smoke before we go to bed. While we're out there, which we're staying kind of back from closer to the house. But while we're out there, you could hear a definite gunshot. Another one. I mean, definite. There is no questions about it. Car peels off, takes off as soon as it shoots. I'm like, holy crap, get in the house, get in the house. So we took off running in the house. We're like kicking off all the lights, looking through a crack in the mini blind. But
it was definitely the cool shot, huh?
Yeah. So then the cops don't show up after that one. I was like, that's odd. But I kind of knew what the car looked like. It was a little silver car with chrome rims. So I'm like, all right, we're going to watch for a little while. So we're in there watching. Hey, Travis, they don't scare me when I'm on a range. When I'm in a backyard in town and they're actually shooting at people, it's a little concerning. And when you're on the receiving end of it. But in a little bit, a car just like that pulls back into those apartments. I'm like, crap, I'm behind this address on a shots heard or shots fired call. I said, you might want to come back over there because a car just like it just pulled back up. Like, all right. Well, then in a minute, a freaking knock on the door. I was like, you have got to be kidding. They're coming here. I should have never told them the address. So I go answer the door, gun on, hand on gun as I open the door. Because I can't see him through the peephole, but I'm assuming it's the police, which it was. And he kind of stared at me real quick whenever I walk out with my hand on my gun. I was like, oh, it's just you, and kind of held my hands up then. But he talked for a little bit. He's like, oh, they told me it was in the alley behind it. I was like, oh, no, it wasn't in the alley behind it. It was right there.
Right there.
We were watching. But luckily, he was at least nice enough to park down the street and walk, so it didn't look like we were the ones that called the police on him.
Right.
But I was like, oh, geez.
So Travis says that you'd be the first one dead in a slasher flick. I think that Travis would be the one that all the Travi at this point, because they're all together. They're all. You ever seen that commercial where it's like the spoof of the horror show and they're in the garage and it's like, there's a car. No, let's not go to the car. Let's go to the cemetery. And there's running car. And they jump into like the garage with all the blades hanging on that. That would be the Travi Collective. Let's see here. What was he saying? Remember vacation. Now, don't worry, honey. This is part of it. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. That was European vacation. I loved all the vacation.
Oh, yeah. This is the part of Oklahoma City that Chevy Chase would have got off in and got his hubcap stolen if he'd been in Oklahoma City. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So did they anything happen, or is it just
I don't know. We stayed up another couple hours watching out that little slice in the window trying to see before we went to bed. A little concerning.
So you're going to bring the minigun with you next weekend?
Yeah, I told her, I said, I'm bringing a rifle back next weekend.
Yeah.
She's got 3 pistols with her down there. I was like, yeah, we need a rifle.
We need the rifle. I've been watching, I don't know if you guys have watched it, kind of transitioning a little bit, but we're on my vacation watching stuff. I've been watching on Netflix. Have y'all watched Hannibal before ever? The series Hannibal, about Hannibal Lecter?
No.
Phenomenal, by the way. If you don't get a chance, if you like, the Hannibal Lecter story with Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs and all of that, it was a TV show, and it's got like 3 seasons, but it's on Netflix now, and it's not young, but Hannibal Lecter, while he's still doing it, but he's a working psychiatrist, and he's working with the FBI. This is prior to meeting Clarice and all of that. But if you ever get a chance and you want a good show, like 12, 13 episodes a season. There's 3 seasons. I'm on like episode 9 of the first season, but so far it's awesome. So if you guys are looking for a good show to watch, Hannibal is really, really good. Are you guys watching anything lately that you need to mention and maybe give out to people that might not have heard about them yet?
I'm not watching anything yet. I'm waiting. We'll probably start watching tomorrow, season 5 of Legends of Tomorrow. So
Okay.
that's my favorite of like the DC universe TV shows.
Yeah.
That's my all-time favorite. It's fantastic, and so yeah,
I've heard of it, but I don't know which characters are in that. Is it all of them or what?
that is a combination of a bunch of different ones. Yeah,
Okay,
you've got
okay.
oh heck, who am I thinking? You've got Heat Wave, and you've got White Canary, and you've got the Atom, and you got Steel, and lesser characters that have made appearances on the other shows, of course, but they kind of threw them all together and gave them their own show, I guess.
So Snob, you want to talk to us? Is this what we're talking about here?
This is out the blind of the kitchen window. There's the police there with his lights on. There's several more there. And this white car that's backed in is the apartment where it was all taking place at.
Fantastic. So this was weekend 1 of 4, right?
Yeah.
So
Hold
this
on.
was the initiation part of things.
They were just target practicing, man. They had a backstop in their closet, and they post their targets on their closet door, man.
Well, the car parked right here in the street. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but right next to this fence.
Yeah,
that's where the car was parked, and then shot at these guys. And then they stay outside. This is after the car already left. Why would you stay outside if someone's shooting at you?
Because it's just a Saturday night, bro.
I'm thinking that may be the deal.
Yeah.
It's just sad, but I do love the blind though. That's a great.
And what's even worse is the first time I took the picture, I was taking it to send in a text, so I didn't go through it through my camera app, and my flash was off. My flash was on automatic, and it's dark in there. I click it, and I went to send it to the hens that me, Gary, and Sergeant of Doctors, and it freaking flashed like, oh crap! So
now they know that you're looking through the blind.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I was like, oh crap.
They're going to be waiting for you next weekend.
Yeah, probably.
Have you been watching anything at all, especially as Stacy's been gone? Been watching anything new?
I've been working so much, I haven't had time to even do videos, let alone watch TV.
I understand.
Saturday, though, we did on the way to we ran to Texas Saturday.
Yep.
To go to Buc-ee's and In-N-Out and Wiener Schnitzel. But anyways, we stopped by Wynnewood, Oklahoma, and took a few pictures out front. They weren't quite open yet, but old Jeff Lowe was standing outside in the street as we drive by in front of it. I guess he still has possession of it for the moment.
Does he really?
I guess she won possession, but I guess she hadn't taken it over or something because he was standing right there in the street in front of it.
She won it, but yeah, maybe it hasn't happened yet, or maybe he's just out there.
No, maybe he's fixing to blow it up. I don't know. But we drove in and took some pictures and stuff, but they weren't open yet when we went through that morning.
At this point, nothing would surprise me with what the hell's going on over there. So
that's one of the big things I miss about the whole virus thing and not being able to go nowhere, not being any events or anything like that. I miss Buc-ee's.
Yeah. I got that guy.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
That's like the greatest store in the world.
Buc-ee's is like one of the greatest. I don't know. I'd call it a truck stop. I mean, that's what I would call it. I mean, technically,
it's a travel station.
But it's an experience. I mean, it's not. I mean,
it's an experience. Yeah. It's like the size of a Walmart, and it's a gas station.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. There's the world's largest truck stop. Is up like in Iowa, maybe. And I can't remember what it's called, but I've always wanted to go there because I just heard this thing is like, it's on like 20 or 30 acres is this thing. And it's these enormous truck stop. I can't remember the name of it, but I heard it's pretty awesome.
Well, do you remember when we were going to Indy? Do you remember that trading post thing? It was like a gas station, but it was huge on the inside. It had all kinds of stuff on the inside. It was crazy.
So he says, Nightbot 3.0 out there. By the way, love it. This is the little Christmas elf on your panel times me out. I demand vengeance. I agree.
Hey, he talks smack. he talked smack, and he said when you got rid of the other night bot, he said you can't get rid of me.
I saw
Talking
that. I
smack.
saw that.
And I said, I can.
I feel like this may be the same person that was Midnight Ranch for a few weeks.
Could be.
Yeah.
Was it Midnight Vinaigrette or is it Ranch always? I don't know. Ozark. I've watched the first couple episodes. I loved it, but for some reason, every time I start on Ozark, like I know I'm in for the long haul, and I don't want to dedicate that much time in my life. But it is. I'm a big Jason Bateman fan, first of all, but Ozark is really, really good.
I've heard it. I haven't seen it yet.
It is. It's really, really good. Someone says, okay, so Georgia Trucker, he would probably know, says the Iowa 80 truck stop. That's the one. It is like massive. I would love to go there. Unfortunately, I hope there's no one from Iowa out there, but that means I'd have to go to Iowa. And the only reason why I would go to Iowa is to go see Field of Dreams baseball field. That's
you go to Brownells.
Are they in Iowa?
Mm-hmm. They're probably they're on Iowa 80.
Yeah, their new place, their new facility is right off of 80. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought they were in like Wyoming. But
what's cool about their new place, when I was talking to them a few weeks ago, is you can literally walk into their place and order anything in their online inventory in like 15 minutes. They'll bring it to the front to you within 15 minutes. Yeah.
I'd go broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to walk around and shop. You could literally just like walk in, get on your phone, and anything. They'll just bring it to the front. If it's in stock on the website, they'll bring it to the front.
That's awesome.
All right, we got a couple suggestions out there. Heartland. I haven't heard of Heartland. Maybe I have heard of Heartland. I don't remember. Love the patch, by the way. Little long range recon sniper there. Pretty cool stuff right there. Andrew says Hell on Wheels is good. Haven't heard of Hell on Wheels, I don't think. TJ says he recommends Ozark. And Wayne says Yellowstone starts Sunday and it's good. So, okay. Looking forward to see that. And Rod and Shelly said check out the show Banshee. Haven't heard of Banshee. You guys ever heard of Banshee?
Oh.
Nope, I don't know.
But to be fair, I don't watch a lot of TV.
I don't either, and that's what I'm saying is it's that's why it's hard for me to kind of get into like a series that I know is going to be long because I just don't have the time to, I might watch 2 or 3 episodes and it might be 3 weeks before I watch the next episode. But like if I've got like 4 seasons worth of stuff, that might take me 2.5 years at this point. So, so I don't like finding stuff that has really more than 1 season because I know that I don't have enough time to really dedicate. Because I am one of those guys that once I start and I finish like season 1, I'm gonna have to finish the whole thing because my OCD kicks in and I'm gonna have to find out how it ends. Now, if you guys haven't ever watched it, I think it was on Showtime originally, and I'm not sure if it's on Netflix or Hulu, whatever. If you guys want to watch a great show, it's Dexter. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dexter. Dexter is phenomenal. Have you guys ever watched or heard of Dexter before?
Heard of it? Yeah, I watched it. No, man. My wife started watching it, but I didn't.
That's
I
funny.
didn't go in on.
Sarge put it out there in the chat right as you were saying it, and he couldn't have heard you because it would have been behind.
Oh yeah. So Dexter is a great show, and it's got 3 or 4 seasons, but it's one of those that you're gonna watch. But basically, Dexter is a serial killer that is a forensic blood spatter specialist for the Miami police trying to catch him. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's dark at times, obviously, but it's a really good show. And there's some interesting. Jimmy Smits is in it. There's a really cool cast. Really, really good show. But the idea is he's a serial killer that works as a forensic scientist for the police department who's trying to catch him. It's great. And it's a great show. It's well worth the watch. Dexter is great.
A short watch, and we've talked about it before, so no sense to rehash it. But I mean, there's a lot more people out there now, seems like, than usually there is Waco.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great one. One of my favorites, actually.
Take your blood pressure medication before you watch it. But
yeah, one of my favorite I've ever seen, honestly. And I'll tell you what, I watched an ESPN documentary a couple weeks ago, and it's a 2-part series. And I was really not wanting to watch it because I'm not a fan of Lance Armstrong. But they did a 2-part documentary on Lance Armstrong about the whole thing, and he opened up. He was completely honest and he's obviously been bashed for a long time. But that was actually one of the best sports documentaries because it told both sides. And he told both sides. He says, here's what I did. Here's what I should have done. Here's what I said. Here's what I should have said. And it was wonderful. So if you are a sports person, especially if you dislike Lance Armstrong, I think that I'm not saying you're going to like him now, but I think that you'll have a little more respect for the person, not the athlete that cheated, but it is what it is. Now, there was one up here. If you're in for a documentary, Space Force seems pretty cool. I think that's a little bit of a joke because if it's a Space Force that I'm thinking of, it was the little show with Steve Carell. And I love Steve Carell, but that was the most god-awful show that I have ever seen in my life. And it almost made me disappointed in being a Steve Carell fan. It was just bad. It was just really bad. But I don't know if you guys ever seen that one with Steve. He's like the commanding general of Space Force.
No.
Oh,
I heard it was bad by a bunch of people. And like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV anyway, so a bunch of people tell me it's bad. I don't even try.
I swear, and I love Steve Carell. I didn't make it 7 minutes into the show. I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And the only other thing that I've only walked out of one movie in my life. Oh. And I was stationed out at Pendleton, and it was the Spice Girls movie. You guys are old enough to remember that. Wow. I walked in the Spice Girls movie within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Wow. This was equally as bad as that movie.
So I've got one that I watched recently, and I watched it because you know how YouTube feeds you whatever you want to watch basically nowadays. And a trailer for it or something came up, and I was like, holy crap, this is Netflix. So I jumped on Netflix and looked, and it's called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. And it's by the Coen brothers who did No Country for Old Men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal movie. And I'm thinking, okay, if you like weird and dark movies, it's like a collection of stories, basically like Old West stories. Mm-hmm. But if you like weird and dark, man, that's a pretty cool one to watch.
If you want a drama that'll make you have to take your blood pressure medicine, I can tell you a really good one.
What's that?
Just your local news tonight.
Right. Yeah.
I literally, and Clover knows this, I stopped watching the news in October 1st of 2018. I have not watched the news in almost 2 years now.
I haven't watched the news in forever, but I get it on my phone. So,
I mean, I'll get stuff on my phone. I'll check, CNN or Fox or whatever if there's something going on. I try to hear both sides and how crazy the thing is. The local news, like my local news, I haven't watched in almost 2 years because everything is so negative. It's just like, ugh, stop. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Okay, Heartland. That's what it was. Okay, so Heartland. I think my wife might have watched the first one. Oh shit. I think it's about witches. Yeah, that's what it was. I think Heartland was about like militarizing witches or something. It looked kind of interesting, at least the trailer.
That's a cool premise.
It is. It is. And it's like these kids grow up and they have these powers of witches. And it's kind of like X-Men, but witches, and they learn how to militarize these witches. And I don't know, but the trailer itself looked pretty decent. What you got? He's got a salt gun.
There's a fly in it.
I got one of those for Christmas, and I got it up at work. And dude, those things work awesome. I love mine.
Yeah,
they're fun. The dog likes the salt everywhere too. I think maybe. But yeah, it looked. I think my wife might have watched the first episode. She said it was decent, but yeah, I think that's what Heartland was. It was like militarizing a group of witches or something. Go figure. It's strange. Screaming Skull, so I think I put up there earlier. He's starting. God, this is moving. start his third AR-15 build today. So I want to say, what are you chambering in, and what is the length? I like to hear.
And I want to add rookie.
I like this guy already. He says he comes in and says totally agree. I have no idea what he's talking about, but the fact that he totally agrees with me, what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, with the weird U.S. flag. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about anything. So Buck wants to know where the tactical pup is. She's right out in the living room sleeping. She one of our friends has a 7-month-old Australian Shepherd. Beautiful boy dog and awesome. And so they brought him up to meet Zoe today. And so they played for, an hour and a half up at work. And so she's exhausted. She might not wake up again tonight. I don't think when she got home, I don't even think she went to eat or drink anything. I think she went straight to the couch and just passed out. So pretty funny. She's a good dog. She's learning. She's 7 weeks old now, and she's learning so many different things. She's a joy to watch. She's fun. Buddy says, "Gotta go. Have a good one." He's at work. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for calling in, buddy. Appreciate you very much. And all that. Go check out Budget Goods and Gear Reviews. He's got a great show every Friday night at 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern, called The Right of the People. Great show. So go check that one out as well. But be safe out there, Budget. And he said that Patriot says that heard that Money Heist is dubbed. Using a description I really enjoy. I haven't heard of Money Heist. Which one is that? Y'all heard of Money Heist? I don't know. Let's see here. So Sarge is out there talking to you. Snob says, "Did you buy the Springfield Range Officer 1911 you've been wanting?"
That is not what I was going after. I went after the Kimber Rapide. That was my Father's Day present, and I went to Sports World this evening, and they already sold the only one they had. And nowhere else has them in stock, really.
Yeah. Patriot says, "Looking to do an AR build with my daughter. Any suggestions?" I mean, I don't know what her favorite caliber is that she likes to shoot, but I mean, you can go anything you want. But I think right now, I mean, a cool, maybe like 8.5, 9mm pistol would be kind of a cool thing. Because that's anyone can have that. I don't know if she likes 223, let her do that. I know Clover will probably say 300 blackout. Snob, a good build for father-daughter time. What do you recommend?
All of them.
Well, there you go.
One of each.
Yeah. Screaming Skull Saloon says 18-inch 5.56, nothing special, but with a Spikes Tactical Rare Breed Spartan lower. Nice. Spikes got some good lowers out there for sure. Spikes and I tell you, Arrow has got some good stuff. They've been coming out in the last couple of years. Arrow's got some good stuff, but Spikes can't beat. 18-inch 5.56 can't beat that.
I've got a Spikes Tactical Bolt Carrier Group that's got to go back. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it does happen.
What happened?
I don't know. It just don't function in whatever you put it in. You can put it in 20 different ARs and it screws them up. So.
All right. So we're going to do this real quick. Absolutely. I think most of us know out there, 402 Outdoorsman out there. He's been coming under a lot of chats. Everybody kind of supports everything. Sitting on 108 subs. So if you're still at 35 people out there, do me a solid, and I'm gonna go find his. Channel. What do you call it? URL. And I'm gonna put it out there. Go sub if you don't mind. 402 Outdoors. Let me find his.
Already got it.
Link. You got his link?
Yep.
Okay. So Clover put his link out there. Do me a solid. And like I said, he supports a lot of people, watches a lot of shows, do a lot of stuff. Go out there and give a sub to 402 real quick and do that for me. I really appreciate you guys. Elster's out. I haven't seen Elster in a while. What's going on, man?
He's been doing a lot of reloading stuff.
Yeah. It's amazing what money can buy. I think I bought 8,000 subs, but I had it spread over about 4 months, so it made it look somewhat legitimate. But I'm all for buying subs.
So you got it you got the installment plan basically of subs.
I wasn't aware that there was an installment plan until I went to go buy them, man.
Wait. You're paying subs?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
This is crap. Unsubscribing. Make it 9,999, buddy.
I forgot that Stomp was one that we didn't pay. Everyone else got their check in the mail. I'll send you a residual check. Just maybe Stacy got one. She's probably hiding it from you.
She probably spent it too.
It's going to her Kimber fund, you know. So you were going to possibly buy a Kimber for Father's Day without buying her Kimber?
She got a new car. She got a new car.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was the Kimber that she wanted.
No, she had a chance to buy the Kimber. We had the money. We were in the store, and I said, "Buy the gun." She's like, "No, don't want to hear any more about it."
I hear you. Appreciate everybody out there that goes and subs to 402 Outdoorsman. Good guy, like I said. Clover put the link up in the chat earlier, so it's in case people were wondering, I was kidding about buying subs. No,
you're way too cheap to buy subs.
I am way too cheap to buy subs. Now that doesn't mean that I didn't create 6,000 of my own accounts, but I am too cheap to buy subs.
Did you use the 6,000? Go ahead and sub me on them too.
Yeah, I actually will.
Right? Share the love, man. What you talking about?
I mean, I didn't know you were like Gizzard and had like 400 alts.
Dude, that dude has so many. It's not even funny. I mean, really. He must sit around at work, like just creating email addresses at that point.
That's what happens when you're an IT guy. You just sit around and do that.
Either that or he's got everyone's email address at work that he's just attaching to a YouTube account. And they're getting
IT guy, so he probably does have access to everyone's email.
And they're all going, "Who the hell is Gizzard Gary? And why do I care that he's uploaded a new video?" You know, they're just getting spammed every time. Georgia Trucker says, "Snob, your pay is getting recognition here." Yeah, there's no one. He's not getting recognition here. No one watches this shit. No. Okay, so Bruce, here we go. Here's a good one. Interesting. Bruce is looking for an AR-15 9mm. Just found out you cool. I have a 45 Colt of pastor work on streets. Holy hell. Let me kind of decipher this. Looking for an AR-15 9mm. Just found you. Oh, okay. You just found me. Cool. He has a 45 pastor. He's a pastor that works on the streets. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you probably, especially right now, you probably do need something. But he's looking at, like I said, an AR-15 and 9mm. You can go get like a PS9, a PSA 9mm pistol that's probably going to run you, well, I don't know now, but typically it'd run you about $350, maybe $400 total out the door with the components. And you probably buy it already pre-assembled. But you can go and get a bunch of 9mm carbines out there. I'm waiting for one that I don't get excited very often about. It sounds bad. I mean, I always get excited for new guns, but I'm giddy. Like, I guess because it's the first one that I'm going to have to wait for like months to get because it's on back order. But I cannot wait until I get my Ruger PC charger. Really can't wait. If you can find one, those are pretty awesome because they can break down into, basically 6 inches.
I held one in my hands and almost bought it, and now I wish I had it because they are impossible to find now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting already for a month, and it might be another 2 months before mine gets here. I don't know, but I can't wait. I'm getting to get that one.
It's hard to find any AR-9 stuff right now.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely gonna have to get.
Even if you find one, it's hard to find the ammo.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get on. If they've got back order, lists or notifications or something like that, set all that up, do it where it sends a text to your phone or something. That way, wherever you're at, and the second you get that, be ready to, no pun intended, pull the trigger on it for sure.
Yeah. Someone mentioned the CZ Scorpion. It's one of those things where I kind of regret. I had a CZ Scorpion and liked it. liked it a lot, but I was offered, this is about 2-3 years ago, offered a trade, maybe even longer than that, 4 years ago maybe, offered a trade for the Scorpion, for the Beretta PX4 Storm pistol, and the CX4 Storm 9mm carbine for the Scorpion. So I made that trade, and I don't agree. I love both of those guns, but I did like the Scorpion, and I know that Sarge really enjoys the Scorpion as well. But you can, there's the stride boards out there is really good. Yeah, and Sarge is right. The actual Ruger, the PC carbine, is a really good carbine. It depends on if you're wanting, more of a longer, or you're looking for a shorter, AR pistol type. But that PC carbine is good. I mean, there's a lot of really good ones. Yeah, and the good thing about the PC carbine is, I think Snob, I mean, you did a lot of work with Tandem Cross, did you not, about getting some aftermarket stuff?
Yeah, I've got tons of stuff on it, and they just sent me that Charge Upriser chassis for it too a while back. That's pretty cool. It makes it basically an AR whenever you put that on there. It's got the AR grip and AR stock.
Yeah, some dude, I like that name. Some dude says, I got a new gun 4 days ago, a circa 1970 Winchester Model 270 pump action 22. It's really cool. I threw a cheap red dot on it. I'm going to defer to Clover when I hear pump action 22. I just think Bud Light.
Yeah, baby. That's a straight up Bud Light. I own one. Shocker, a 22.
No.
Yeah, you're kidding.
Own one, and actually, just put it in the chat. My local gun shop actually has a used one in stock, or they did the last time I was there. So, yeah, those are around. You do see those around, and they're pretty good little. They're a not like a lot of the old school Rossi pumps you see, or maybe Marlin pumps or something like that with the ribbed, I guess you would call it, pump. They're a little more modern. I mean, it almost looks like a semi-auto in a way, but yeah, they're pretty cool.
You see, he paid $120 for it. Looks barely shot. That's
about right. That's about right.
Yeah.
I say that's a good deal actually. But yeah, anything from around, I guess, the 175, 200 range, I would consider fair. So he got a good deal on it.
Nice. Elser says, hook him up with the FM9 10.5 AR pistol off Primary Arms or Brownells. Those are promo codes and all of that. Yeah, I actually I had a discussion with a lady who works for this company down in Florida or something, and I had never heard of it. And gosh, it's going to drive me nuts if I don't find out the name of that company. Hold on, but I do have. I don't know. There's a text sent to me that didn't come through. So if you sent me a text a little while ago, resend it. It didn't come through. But anyways, this company, and she wanted to know that if I'd be interested in reviewing a 10.5-inch 9mm AR pistol called the Stinger. And absolutely. So that'll be being sent here pretty soon. But I'm looking forward to testing a bunch of the 9mm. I'm actually going to be doing a series of 9mm carbines and pistols and all that stuff. So it'll be kind of fun. But I never heard of this. And there's a bunch of them that I haven't heard out there. And there's some good ones out there. Everyone seems to be making like a 9mm AR right now. And it's a great thing because you can share ammo with a lot of your pistols. When it's available, 9mm ammo is seemingly very cheap, very inexpensive. So, but yeah, you can find a lot of good ARs out there at Chamber 9mm. There's going to be another one coming out from Mean Arms, hopefully here in the next month or so.
Yeah, no.
Will be awesome.
I am that delayed roller.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to that.
I keep sending a text to Drew saying, hurry up. What the hell's taking all so long?
I don't do that, but I send him a text almost every other day. How are you, man? How are you? How are things? I know. Surely to God he gets the hint as to what I'm saying, but
right.
Yeah, I'm kind of saying, where's the AR? Where's the upper? What's going on?
Yeah, someone asked if it was the Moriarty night. No, Moriarty is not. It was. I'd never heard of this company. So, but I'll try it out. I mean, I have no problem. You want to send me a 9mm AR? I'm all for it. I will put that through the ringer and see how it holds up. But I think we kind of caught up. All right, so it's kind of been an hour and 15. I really appreciate you guys once again. This has been a fun one. Just more or less to hang out. I've been really busy at work, so I haven't done a whole hell of a lot in the last few weeks. I put out a video over the weekend, and it's done pretty well. So if you're interested in looking for different guns for home defense or defending your business or defending a rental property in Oklahoma City, go check that video out and all that. But I want to say thanks to everybody. This has been a really cool 3 years. It's almost been 3 years. It's 3 years and 1 week that I put the first video out, and so it's really awesome. So thank you for everyone. I hope you guys keep enjoying. This is just the beginning. We're going to hopefully overtake the world here. Maybe not, but we're going to have fun doing it. Whatever happens the rest of the way, we're going to have fun doing it. But I want to give time to Snob and Clover. Thanks for always kind of being there, and I enjoyed, it's amazing over the last 3 years, the friends in my life that I had no idea who they were 3 years and 2 weeks ago, and now they're good friends of mine, and we see each other throughout the year, different functions, and we talk a lot. I've got a list of probably 20 or 30 close friends of mine that are all because of YouTube, and I really appreciate that. But Snob, you want to plug some stuff and tell us what's coming up on the channel or anything that's going on?
I need to do videos.
Well,
I've been so busy, I haven't done anything. I've got one almost done. I'll try to finish it this week and get to arcade.
That's why I unsubbed from you. Start making them again.
I've been between Stacy's sister's deal and the weekend before we went to the lake and just trying to do all this and then work. But I did just get an email from YouTube, the YouTube Creators Monthly email, that it's been 1,051,200 minutes since your first upload. That's 2 whole years. So apparently it's my 2-year anniversary.
It's your 2 anniversary. Happy 2 years, man. And you've had a great 2 years. And you're, obviously go check out Snob, but he does some great stuff. And 2 years, and you come a long way in 2 years. And I know that you're gonna keep kicking ass. But yeah, I was the same way. I was talking with Clover maybe over the weekend or last week. I'm not sure, but I honestly didn't realize that for the last 3 weeks I've been so busy at work that the only content that was basically out on my channel for like 2 or 3 weeks were my lives. And I was like, I knew that I've been busy, but I didn't realize I've been so busy that I didn't realize it had been like 2 or 3 weeks since I put out a produced piece of content. So I made sure I put one out this past week. I want to try to get better, but everyone kind of vacations here. So we've been busy since like early April because everyone left Memphis and Dallas and St. Louis and Kansas City, and they all came here because they all have lake houses here. And so it's been like Memorial Day weekend for like literally 2 months here. So it's been nuts. But yeah. Wayne goes, the Mike Glover episode was awesome. Yeah, Mike's an awesome dude. If you want to hear some passion and a really cool interview, go check out last week's with Todd Fossey. That was a great interview. They're both great, but Mike's been doing this a while and all that. But Todd was very passionate and got really into it. So go check out last week's also. I think you'll enjoy Todd's. Rich says, my first guests were Ghost and Clover. I remember that. And I remember that at one point, was it not going to be with like John Z or something? Was it not Clover? Like, wasn't John Z initially involved with This Week Unloaded originally?
I don't remember, but it was definitely, I remember it, the idea I thought was a collaborative effort.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Fortunately, Rich, like most collaborations end up, he kind of got saddled with it, I think.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
But he's wore the saddle well, so it's all good.
He has. Tar Dot were big helps. That's right. It was Tar Dot. I don't know why I thought John Z, but Tar Dot. Yeah. I talked to Jesse a week or so ago. She had called and asked a question about something. Oh, okay. So it was him, Tar Dot, Jesse, and John Z. So I talked to Jesse about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Hell, I don't remember. It's been a long time. But we were talking, and I guess Tar Dot was going to be coming down here pretty soon, and she's kind of got everything kind of settled into their new place. And they're only about 4 hours from me now, which is awesome. That'd be kind of cool to see them a lot more often. And,
they were doing really well. I mean, Tardot was. Was primarily doing the stuff, but and then life happened.
Life happened.
And so I've never had a doubt we would see them back into the YouTube game and stuff like that.
Yeah, Tardot and Jesse both were doing great, but Tardot, man, he came on like wildfire, and then obviously, like you said, life happens, and you gotta take care of real world stuff. But hopefully he'll get settled in and all that, and you'll see Tardot putting some stuff out, really good stuff. So Clove, what you got coming up, and you got anything you want to plug? I know that you've got Firearm Friday, but you've also got you're also kind of starting to book for Next Generation as well, correct?
Working on it. I mean, I've got a few commitments. The idea is to start Next Gen seasonal because you can really only get so many of these kiddos or whatever, and that sort of thing. You can't keep it going all year long. And August is National Shooting Sports Month is August. So, my plan is to try to start the season 3 sometime in July and extend through maybe early September, something like that, with all new episodes. And I'm thinking we're going to go back live with it this season. The first season was live. The second season was pre-recorded. Thinking we may take it back live. I don't have near the live streams on my plate that I once did. I had, good Lord, I think I had a live stream pretty much every night except for the night I was on with you.
Yeah, you mean you had a Monday night, you had Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night.
Yep. And so
sure did.
I don't have that anymore. I've just got the Thursday now. So I'm thinking, for seasonal, I think I could handle 2 and we'll take it back live and go that route. As far as Firearm Friday, I've got Rhonda Ezel on coming on Chicago Guns Matter for Friday. So be looking for that drop wherever you.
Rhonda's on with Hank tonight, isn't she not?
Rhonda is, bless her heart, man. That girl's making the rounds. Yeah,
I thought so that she was going to be on with Hank tonight. Yeah.
She was on something with HBO. She posted on Facebook earlier. She was on something with HBO, and then she did John, and then she's doing Hank, and then she did my podcast and 2 or 3 other fairly big things.
Nice.
It was it's good. It's good to see her and her mission and everything else getting traction.
I know about a week or 2 ago we were talking, and you said that there's a possibility of getting kind of a pretty big guest on for Firearm Friday as well. Did that ever happen?
I'm guessing no, but we'll have to talk or unless you want to go ahead and mention who it was.
I mean, I didn't want to bring it up if it didn't happen or hasn't happened yet. I don't want to get people excited, but there was an individual from Texas.
Individual from Texas, like. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh, that let's see, how can I put this? That was thrust into the spotlight.
The spotlight.
Yes. I was slated to record with him actually today, and he had something. I contacted him yesterday. He said, get a hold of him a day ahead of time. Not a problem. And he has some stuff come up, so we had to reschedule. Gotcha. But very possibly next Friday will be him. Yeah, and it won't be once it's announced, and
it's not Willie Nelson, right?
No,
Gary Winston, Billy. Okay,
it's not George Strait, unfortunately either, or Mark Chestnut, or any.
Mark Chestnut, I'll watch that one.
Yeah, or any. I could try. But anyway, I really want to, and I had a conversation with him. When I first contacted him, great guy and everything, leaving the name out, teasing everybody out there. great guy. Some of the stuff that's happened to him since is really interesting. So I think what I'm going to focus on, the incident, the thrusting into fame, so to speak. I like to do my podcast a little different than the standard routine interview that asks the obvious questions. So I think I want to talk more about prior to that, what was his life like and stuff like that, and then now after that, what is this? I think that's kind of
you're going to try to make this guy a FUD, aren't you?
I mean, everybody knows once we say who it is, everybody's going to know, the incident, what all happened. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, there's 1,000 stories on that.
And no, it's not Marcus Luttrell.
I want to talk more about the guy I wished, and I may try to do that. I think I've got connections to actually make that happen. That's a good. I'm glad somebody threw that out there.
Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. I've actually reached out to Marcus about getting him on here one time, and we both can make that happen. I think relatively easily as well.
I think so too.
Let's see here. Dak Prescott is what G23 wants to know. Dak Prescott.
No, don't even worry about guessing. Don't even guess, because I'm not. Even if you announce it, I'm not gonna tell, because it is fairly high profile, I think, for Firearm Friday. Patriot out there, he says he's still trying to track down the Public Enemy T-shirt. If you find one, I will wear it, but it's got to be a retro, man. It's got to be a retro. And
so there is a town in Arkansas, a small town called Compton, Arkansas, and
that's funny.
Straight out of Compton, it was like, I mean, it is like the whitest town, but you got to believe it. Straight out of Compton, it's got to be like their football and basketball and music, right? I mean, it has to be, right? At least that first part, straight out of Compton. I don't know if they would the principal would like the rest of might be the radio version, but the problem with the radio version, which NWA, I think everyone knows me, NWA is one of my favorite ever. But if you go like the radio version, it's just it's like a long pause for about 3.5 minutes, and then you hear or something, from Ice Cube, and it's NWA. Let's see here. Ooh, even better. Gary says demo.
Demo Ranch Chase Kid. Hashtag. Sorry. Demo Ranch Chase Kid.
G23's already got it out there.
Yeah, he did.
Beto. Wayne says Beto.
Beto.
That would be interesting.
That would be a good one. Would never happen, but that would be a good one.
Right. 223 DMR says, I think I'm going to start making Mini 14 shooting videos for you AR guys. Yes, I think you should. I think you should do any kind of video.
I haven't shot my Mini 14, and I can't tell you when. And I've got something in the works. Yeah, I got all these teasers, right? It's horrible. But yeah, I mean, I'm working on so many different things that I want to do, so many different little side projects and different things. But I got one in particular, and the Mini 14 may make an appearance in that particular project fairly early, because I haven't broken that out and shot it lately near as much as I want to. And I love the Mini 14. It's just fun. It's just fun. Yeah. It's like AR-15 meets FUD life, man. It's like perfect.
There you go. You've got so many things going for you. You're almost like Braden,
Well, it's true, but I make them happen. The difference between me and him is I'll make them happen. See?
Yeah.
It's follow through. It's all about the follow through.
Yeah, he's getting into, from what I hear, like Call of Duty stuff. So I wonder if he and Tac Daddy are.
Oh, that could be. They're going to start their online
training service.
Online tactical training service. Yeah, where they train you in how to be the most tactical gamer you could possibly be. That'd be awesome.
Do I know much about Glocks? I mean, I know some stuff. I mean, I think between the three of us up here, we could probably answer whatever you got. I mean, I've got several of them. I love them. But I'm not like, I've never been to like an armor's class or something to be able to know the insides of all the Glocks. So there's not
but like 5 parts. So
right. But I mean, between the three of us, we can probably, I would say that the three-headed monster here could answer. What you got, G23? By the way, I mean your name is G23. I mean, what the hell do you need our help for?
Right. All right.
All right. So, what did Demo Ranch lose his class 3? I don't know. I don't watch his stuff. I don't
pay as much attention to Demo Ranch as he pays to me. So let's do it that way.
Yeah. Anyway, so Snob, thanks for coming on, my friend. Clover, thanks for coming on, my friend. Thanks to everybody out there who has been out there, especially from day one. Congratulations to Grim90, who's going to have a special thing being sent to him as a patron drawing. And then Rich White, the 1%, won the Nightbot challenge tonight and got the drawing, the live drawing for the prize pack, which is a pretty cool prize pack, I think. And I'll get that stuff. The stuff that I have, I'll get sent out to you. You'll have a couple things being sent from manufacturers. So those will get to you whenever they can get to. Oh, I forgot another one. I forgot Beach and Tactical. I forgot. My God. Beach. You're going to get a Beach and Tactical sling as well. So he's going to throw one in. It said it might take him a few weeks. He's been so, and it's good for him. He's a great guy. But he's been so flooded with orders. He's literally like 3 weeks behind. So it might take a few weeks for the sling to get there. But he did say he's a few weeks behind because he's just been swamped. And people don't realize he actually does the paracording himself. It's not like he buys them, throws on, a Beach and Tactical tag. He actually does it himself. So he is going to be a few weeks away from getting that sling. But
he literally sews his tags on there.
He literally sews them on, yes.
Right.
But yeah, thank you guys to everyone. Thank you for subbing. Now that the giveaway is over, I assume that I'll lose about 6,000 subs overnight because that's all they were there for, was to win the prize pack. But no, seriously, thank you guys for everything. It's been a cool 3 years. I'm looking forward to another, I don't know, as long as they don't kick me off or whatever. But thanks to everyone out there who's always been there. We will see you soon. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there who's a dad, and if you're a dad, awesome. If you're not, then say hello to your dad or whatever. But embrace those times and treasure those times. Go ahead. What are you saying?
And there's no shame in a dad bod. Just saying.
Damn straight. Dad
we earned that, man. Embrace it.
That's right. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday. We got a cool guest coming on next Tuesday. We're waiting for absolute confirmation before I announce it, but you guys will enjoy it. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks as always for watching. Semper Fi.